Anastasia has arranged for the children to meet the University of Cambridge dance team. This will give them the opportunity to watch dancers train for competition.
All excited?
Use your ankles.
Well, I found that very useful because, well, we got to dance with them, and then they showed us how to do what we were doing better than we were. So we've kind of...
It's been useful.
Yeah, very useful.
Ellie, hi Ellie, this is Benito. Right, are you going to try leading Ellie around the dance floor? Please. Right, nice hold, please. Try keeping your hook on.
I'll try and dance well for you.
Very happy about dancing.
They were really tall, so it was quite tricky to know what to do because you were always looking at their feet and they were just really tall. It showed you how their style of dancing was and how you should be aiming to actually trust your leader. You saw them and they were actually leading them, and the followers were actually being able to be leading.
Does this look any good? No, why not? Why not? Calm down. I'm smiling, how about this? How does that look? Any better? Right? Makes a huge difference if you smile. If you look miserable, everybody looks at you and thinks, oh, they're miserable. Look them up there. So smile. If you smile, someone will look at your face, and if your feet have gone wrong, they might not notice. So smile. There you go. Just smiling. So that one. What about this? Any good? Just once. Can you smile? Any good? Smile. That's your cha-cha-cha. There. Someone's going to look at you and mark you if you're dancing. Nobody's interested. So the biggest things there when you're going out and performing, steps don't really matter. If you want to be dancing the right dance, that's a big help. But go out there, you smile, look like you're enjoying it, stand down, and then do your steps. Everybody's on your side. Great. Okay? Well done today.
BBC Radio Cambridgeshire has arrived to interview students and staff involved with the project to give it some local exposure.
Good Good morning, Fred.
Good morning. Yeah, we'll never know whether I'm a Fred Astaire or not. I'm one of these guys that dances on the inside, but I'm pretty good at doing that. I'm here at Milton Road Primary School, and in the background, I'm in the main hall. You can probably hear the light footsteps of the cha-cha-cha. Carol, you're probably better placed to tell me what I'm looking at, and you're not even here. However, there's 40 pupils. They're all dancing, and they're all pretty good. And they're pretty good because of Anastasia Castiglione, whose brainchild it was. Anastasia, good morning.
Morning.
I've got myself all caught up. Perhaps it's just the thought of dancing. This is wonderful. It's called Classroom to Ballroom.
That's right.
Your idea.
Yes.
Tell us a bit more.
I thought of it a couple of years ago. I started to prepare for this because I wanted to really teach children how to ballroom because it's not really widely out there at the moment.
What are the pupils doing here? I mean, obviously they're rehearsing the background, but they're rehearsing for, it's not just a competition, but a fundraiser. Tell us more.
Yeah, the fundraisers for Spina Bifida and the Hydrocephalus Association. I was diagnosed with hydrocephalus when I was 19, and I stopped dancing pretty much then, and then I was reborn into dancing about 6 years ago. Wanted to really give back something that the association gave me, really. So
you thought you'd just do something nice and simple, take 40 kids who've probably never danced before and turn them into what looks almost like a finished product in the background.
Yeah, they're doing really well. They just went to see the university team last night, so they got some pretty good tips off them about styling and things that they should be looking at and working on. So they're doing really well, really, really well. I'm pleased with them. So.
How old are these students?
They're between 10 and 11. So
all right.
Year sixes.
I'm going to have a chat with two of them now. Stay there if you would, Anastasia. Good morning. We've got Jake here and Miranda. Morning, Jake. You're a young lad. You're a dancer as well. How cool is that?
Very cool, and it's a really good experience.
Is this the first time you've ever tried dancing?
Well, I watched Really Come Dancing, but I've never actually danced before, so this is the first time.
What about you, Miranda? Girls dance all the time, surely?
I used to do ballet, but then I stopped. But it's really fun doing it, so...
So you've got a few months to really hone your skills and to become professional dancers like the people you saw at Cambridge University last night. Jake, what's your favourite dance that you're being taught here?
Probably the waltz, because I like the steps and the beat's quite good.
Miranda?
Probably the jive, because I like it being bubbly and bouncy.
Which is a bit of a sort of contradiction to your ballet days.
Yeah.
And of course the million-dollar question, guys, is how's Anastasia as a teacher?
Very good, and she tells us all these new moves, and we get them quite quickly because she's a good teacher.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah. She makes learning easy.
That's the key, isn't it, Sue Romero, head teacher here. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You're hosting this here at your school. Was there ever any doubt in your mind? Because currently you've got 40 pupils who could be learning about maths and boring things. Instead, they're learning about dance and actually enjoying themselves.
They're actually learning. They're learning to keep fit. They're learning to become confident individuals, and it's fun. It's fun.
Right, do you understand the concept? So we have, for leaders, we're doing 2 forward basics, 2 backward basics, 2 forward, 2 back.
Well, it was sort of like a sort of map for what your feet should do.
Okay, so the 2 forward, the first one, we always do straight. Make a straight move down the line. Then the second basic, you do the turn. You make that turn there. So you're going forward, side. The side is where you make the turn, and then you close. Then you do 2 backward basic. The first basic is straight, straight, straight. The second basic is made with a turn. Back, turn, turn. Right? And the reason you need the second one to make the turn, or the second one is always making the turn, is to make that zigzag effect, to get to the diagonal. So you go forward, side, close. Forward, turn, close. Then when you do the backward, it's straight, 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 straight. What do I do? Turn. Turn, turn. Then you can try doing it by yourselves on this one.
Well, because we need to do a zigzag pattern in the waltz, well, the silver is the
left foot and the black's the right foot for the leaders and the opposite round for the followers. So it would tell you which feet you need to use, because otherwise you'll be swapping feet round all the time. It tells you where you need to turn and things. Also for the leader it tells them when they need to go into the whisk and chasse.
Ready? And back, side, close. Back, turn. No. You're just going turning to make that V shape. Look at your feet. Look at where you've got to place your foot.
Silver.
Close. Forward onto the silver. Now turn. There. Yes. And you please, Holly. And 1, 2, 3. Alexia. Side, close. 1. That's it. Side, close. Back, side, close. There. That's it. Back, side, close. Forward, side, close. Back. There. Well done, Bob. You got it. Keep going. Try. Come back round to the start if you finish. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can win a bit of a hurry. You just jumped the queue, you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, it marks out where your feet are meant to be at all the times. So when you're starting to learn, you can look at your feet and then you can see if your feet are in the right places because it's all marked out.